to this beat.
Welcome to another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you the gospel of Gamecocks every single day. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. We got a good one today, y'all. We got a good one today. Y'all, we are talking about Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee from California. Yay! Jordan Lee. Is she the next one to commit to the South Carolina Gamecock women's basketball program? Is she the one? Is she the next one to commit to the Gamecocks? We're going to talk about Jordan Lee. We're going to talk about a little bit of more of Kennedy Smith. We're going to talk about some Tahina Pow. We're going to talk about some Joyce Edwards. We're going to talk about a lot today. We're going to talk about a lot today because it is Friday. It is a free-for-all, and I'm just going to talk all day long. First of all, we're going to talk about this martini that I made. We're going to talk about this martini that I made. I'm calling it a mango martini. Mango martini. Real refreshing. Tastes good. Mango martini. 1 shot of citrus vodka. 1 shot of green apple snaps. And 2 shots of mango punch will make you feel refreshed on a hot summer's day. Cheers. Refreshing. So let's talk. Let's talk about Jordan Lee. Jordan Lee from California. And I know we have not had great history of getting players from California. I know we don't have great history with it. But I am enamored. I want Jordan Lee, Kennedy Smith. Real talk, I want both of them. Because I believe in my heart of hearts that wings win rings. Wings win rings, y'all. And Jordan Lee and Kennedy Smith are two of the best wings in the country. Two of the best wings in the country. The rankings are where they are. No 8th and 6th, or it's really apples and bananas. However you want to slice it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, but bottom line is, I seen Jordan Lee with my own eyes. I know she's the truth. I've watched her. I watched her in practice. I watched her scrimmage. I watched her in games. I watched her do drills. I watched her work out. I watched her stretch. I've seen all that. I've seen all of it. And what I saw in Jordan Lee is a player who competes on both ends of the court, who can shoot the mid-range jumper, who can shoot the three-point shot, who can shoot free throws. Like, why you talking about free throws? Because free throws win games, y'all. Free throws win games. And South Carolina had some free throw shooters that didn't particularly shoot well from the free throw line. We talk all about the lack of 3-point shooting that the South Carolina Gamecock women's basketball team has had over the past 2-3 years. We talk about it. We belittle the point over and over and over again about a 3-point shooting. Shooting roughly 114th, 115th in the country. But what's not talked about, what's not discussed, is the free throws. And it says it in the name. Free throws, they're free points. And if we miss free throws, we're giving away points. We're giving away points. And we have to have our top level players hitting free throws. We have to have Bree Hall hitting her free throws at a high clip. We have to have Sanaya Fagan hitting our free throws. Raven Johnson. Camilla, 6'7", 6'7.5", 6'8". We got 6'8". Is a decent free throw shooter. But we can't have our bigs with a higher free throw percentage than our guards. I don't want that. Hence, I love the signing of Tahina Pow, who is not only a great three-point shooter, who is not only a great shooter at mid-range, she is a great free throw shooter. We have to have players who are not afraid to get to the basket, because when they go to the free throw line, it is a liability. So I've seen Jordan Lee at the free throw line, and I believe in her. I believe in her on the defensive end. I like her size. I like her mobility. I like her demeanor. I like all those things of Jordan Lee. But I also like all those things with a Kennedy Smith as well. I like both of those players, and I want one of them. I want both of them. I want both of them. And I know somebody came at me and said, damn, Cam, well, we can't get everybody. Well, I want everybody. I do. I want everybody. I can have what I want. We have 5 scholarship openings right now. We got 11 people on the team. 11 people on the team, okay? That's all we have. I know Dawn Staley's not going to get a full roster. She never get a full roster because there's so many great players on the team. I know that. And I know I'm dreaming. But I'm just saying. Because somebody mentioned to me, said, Cam Will, they're either going to sit, they're going to ride the bench, or they're going to transfer. We will have a player to transfer. We will. This is the era of NIL. This is the era of transfer portal. This is that era that players will transfer out. We had Talasia Cooper transfer in June. Went to Tennessee, even though she won't even play this upcoming season for Tennessee. She ain't going to play until the following year. She wanted to get out of South Carolina so bad, that she said that I ain't going to play in the 2023-2024 season at all. So, and I like Talasia Cooper. She's a baller. She was a baller in South Carolina, one of the best recruits to come out of the state of South Carolina. But instead of competing this upcoming season, she is waiting to next 24-25 season. I wish her well. I wish her the best, except when to play against South Carolina. But I wish her best. I hope she finds happiness in her decision to go to Tennessee. Will there be another Talasia Cooper who transfer out next season? Real talk, this season will determine that. This season will determine that. This season will determine that. And it's going to, I say it's going to, this season is going to determine that because we're going to see how the playing time happens. We're going to see if the ones who I say who are going to be ballers this year, we're going to see if that actually comes to fruition. We're going to see if Breezy Hall is who I think she is. We're going to see that in the first month of the season. We're going to see it. And if Breezy Hall isn't who we think she is, there's a couple players who's ready to step up and get that playing time. That's why you recruit with. That's why you have a Malaysia Fulwai who's waiting in the wings. We can't wait to get on the court. That's why you have a Tessa Johnson who can't wait to get on the court. That's why you have a Chloe Kitts who can't wait to get on the court. We're going to see how Sanaya Fagan pans out this upcoming season. We're going to see how that happens. We're going to see what happens with 25, 20, 26, and 27 minutes a game. Will she produce like I think she's going to produce? Is that going to happen? Because if it does not happen, with Sanaya Fagan this upcoming season, and if she's not the baller who I think that she is, and many of you think who she is, there's some other players who are waiting in the wings that are ready to bring it. They're all ready. Ashlyn Watkins is ready to ball. Sakima Walker is ready to ball. Will they have if Sanaya Fagan does not play like we think she is there a lineup that says, is there a lineup that has a Sakima Walker at 6'5", a Camila Cardoza at 6'8", and we just gonna play the Twin Towers together? Is there Ashton Watkins is ready? Sanaya Ja is ready. Chloe Kitts, I love saying that name again, who can play multiple positions. We will see. And if that does not happen, we will see transfers. We will see transfers. But I'm not. I'm not going into the season thinking that Sanaya Fagan gonna be transferring out this year after this upcoming season. I'm not going to the season saying no mess like that. I'm not going to the season saying Bree Hall gonna transfer. I'm not saying no mess like that. I've seen the workouts. I've seen the grit and grind they've been going through. I've seen what the weightlifting, the weight training coach and fitness instructor is doing to them. Got them doing all kinds of crazy stuff. But, and this is from an Army dude. This is right here from an Army dude. Served 22 and a half years. This is from an Army dude. The weight training, the running, the fitness building, getting stronger, working out muscles that you never worked out before. That is great. That is awesome. That is you will be in shape. But the most important thing that we are seeing in those videos on TikTok and Instagrams and the Facebooks and all these other things that we see, Twitter, everything we see is the team building. That's what they're doing. They team building. They're getting closer with their teammates. They're becoming really good friends. That is the component that makes a great team. Being able to depend on one another in uncomfortable situations. That's the hallmark of being in the Army. Trusting the person beside you with your life and put in an uncomfortable situation. That is what makes teams great. And I love seeing that with this team. I love seeing it. There's so much growth with this team. They're fun. They like being around each other. They are ingratiating the players that are new, the freshmen, the transfers, all these things. What we see in the South Carolina women's basketball team is a complete changeover from old to new. But what you also see is an aggressive nature to build this team in the image that Don Staley wants. So when the ball rolls out on the court in November, the team building is already ready. Now it's just basketball. Now it's just like, this is okay. We've been doing this basketball. We've been great at basketball all our lives. It ain't new. It's just basketball. Everybody on this team is McDonald's All-Americans. Everybody on this team, top-rated recruits. Everybody on this team was the best in their state. Now it's just basketball. Now it's just time to ball. That's all it is. That's all it is. I saw a video. Somebody released it was Tina Pow, and she was explaining her our reasons for going from Oregon to South Carolina. And if you watch the first minute and a half of the video, you're gonna hear a voice that's familiar to you. You're gonna hear a voice that rings in your ear, and that voice is your boy Captain Will. Yeah, your Captain Will was on the video Tina Pow. And first when I heard it, I was like, wow, that is so dope. That is so dope. I ran upstairs to my wife, like, baby, that's me. Like my first time on the radio, even though I put videos out every day. But then somebody else using my voice, which was dope. So cheers to that. And cheers to the platform that we have that's growing every single day. I salute everybody. I salute for watching me. I salute for laughing with me. I salute for ones who talk crap to me. I love it all. I love it all. But to hear the pow, yo, if you ain't put no respect on Tahina Pow's name yet, you will this upcoming season. You will put some respect on Tahina Pow's name, because you will know what we got in a Tahina Pow. And as we move on from, we only gonna be blessed with Tina Pow 1 year. 1 year. Tina Pow. She's gonna be entering the WNBA draft 2024, and that WNBA draft for 2024 is going to be stacked. The president, the WNBA, whoever, y'all need to start adding more teams. You need to start adding more teams, because as college basketball gets bigger, better, and it's at the grassroots level, where little girls are playing at 3, 4, 5 years old, and the skills are developing at a rapid rate. You have great players who won't make the W. It's only 3 rounds. There's not a lot of players drafted because it ain't enough teams. So you have players that's not drafted in the WNBA who were stars in college basketball. And it really irritates me because there's not enough teams. There's not enough teams. And this 2024 WNBA draft is going to be stacked. And it's going to continue to be stacked because women's basketball is getting better and better every single year. And now the national media is finally finding out, like, yo, it's been good. It's been great. And there's other teams other than the Blue Bloods of UConn and Stanford's and who's been great for so many years. Notre Dame's no, it's a lot of good to great teams in college basketball. But even more so than that, there's a lot of great players. A lot of great players. A lot of these great players are going to have to go overseas to earn a living dribbling a basketball. And that ain't right. That ain't right. They should be able to play in the WNBA. But we need to add 2 to 3 more teams. We had a Charlotte Sting back in the day when I was in high school. Charlotte Sting. Was I in high school? High school or college? I can't remember. But I remember Don Staley playing for the Charlotte Sting back in the day. We need a team in Charlotte, WNBA. We need that. There's a push. There's a need. We must have that. Because all these players, are we going to know the Caitlin Clarks and the Paige Beckers and the Asia Reeses and the Rakia Jacksons, all these different players. Those players are going to make it. Those players are going to make it. But even our own, you know what I'm saying? Like who thought Bree Bill was going to fall to the second round? Who thought that? Who thought Victoria Saxton? Who thought Victoria Saxton was going to fall to the third round and end up making the team in Indiana? It's such a luck of the draw. Alexis Morris getting cut early. It's so crazy. We just need more teams, and then to make you will continue to bring in the college fans that watch women's basketball all the time. They will transition over to the WNBA and continue to watch that because they want to see their best players in college playing in the WNBA, playing against the best players in the world. You want to see that. You want to see that. So with Te-Hina Paopao in the draft next year, 2024, there's going to be a wing position open. There's going to be a wing position open. What's going to happen? This is why I am stomping up and down for Kennedy Smith and Jordan Lee. That's why I want both of them in the top 5 for South Carolina. Let's be clear with that. Both of them in the top 5 of South Carolina. Both of them want to be a Gamecock. I think that at the end of the day, we're going to get one of them. We're going to get one of them. At the end of the day, we're going to get one of them. And I'm happy with either one. I will be overjoyed. I'll be happy with either player that South Carolina gets. My preference is both. But that's just me being greedy. My preference is both. But either one, Jordan Lee, Kennedy Smith got that dog. I ain't gonna lie about her. She got that dog in her. But it's just something about Jordan Lee that makes me happy, And it could be because I saw 3 days of Jordan Lee. I didn't have the opportunity to see Kennedy Smith like that. But either one. Because we're gonna have Bree Hall, next year be into her senior season, and Te-Hina Paopao will be gone. So we're gonna need a wing to play next year, and we're gonna need a wing to get ample playing time. And we can always enter the transfer portal because it's going to be a Gamecock, future Gamecock who is playing on a team right now that wants to be a champion. And speaking of champions, I'm going to just do this right here. I saw this thing on odds. Vegas odds. And I'm a gambling man. I'm not going to lie. I'm a gambling man. So look at the odds who are going to win the championship in 2024. So we have UConn plus 500, LSU plus 700, Iowa plus 700, Virginia Tech plus 750, Utah plus 750, Indiana plus 1,000, and then finally you have South Carolina women's basketball Gamecocks, who almost went undefeated this last season, become back-to-back national champions. They got us as plus 1,200 to win the national championship. So, with that being said, it's saying that UConn has over a twice as much chance to win a championship in South Carolina. Now, I understand that they have Paige Beckers returning from injury. They got Asia Fudd returning from injury. I understand that completely. But is UConn the quintessential favorite to win the national championship this year? Y'all let me know. Because I know we beat them. I think we beat them 4 out of the last 5 times. I think so. I might be incorrect. Last 4 out of 5 times, I think we beat them. And then they got LSU. LSU won the championship last year. Great season. Great regular season. I mean, they had a great regular season record. Had a cupcake schedule. Played crazy during the regular season. I had astronomical numbers. Went to the SEC championship. Lost early to Tennessee. Never played us. Played us and got smoked. Went to the March Madness, the tournament and everything, and ended up winning the championship. Congratulations to LSU for winning the championship. I wish we had played y'all. That would have been unbelievable for college basketball. But we will see y'all again. I think it's January 25th. We'll see y'all again. But LSU is second ranked to get the, win the national championship. And I'm actually surprised. I'm surprised that they don't have LSU being the favorite, odds-on favorite, especially, because with Haley Van Lith coming in, and Anissa Morrow coming in, and number 1 recruiting class, all these players coming in. I'm surprised. I'm surprised about that one. Iowa. I ain't gonna crap on Iowa. I ain't gonna say nothing because Iowa beat us, right? Iowa's beat us. We played our worst game at the worst time, and Iowa beat us. I can't say nothing about that. It happened. It ain't gonna happen again, but it happened. It happened. It is what it is. They got the same odds as LSU to win the championship. Is Iowa the third best team to win a championship? I know Caitlin Clark is gonna be bringing it. This is gonna be her last year. She's gonna be doing the damn thing. But are they the third? Is this the pieces around? Is the pieces around Iowa? It makes them tied for second to win the championship. Virginia Tech, Utah. Come on, bro. South Carolina. And this is the thing, right? I know what we lost. And it was on national media all the time with the freshies and so we lost a lot. But damn, they acting like, and I know we're 7th, you know what I'm saying? I know we're 7th, so it's not like we 22nd or something like some crazy number like that. But I'm like, the respect, or I should say the disrespect that a Don Staley coach program is ranked 7th, that we ain't recruited well enough to be in the top 4 of winning the national championship. There ain't no universe of a Don Staley-led team that we should have less than top 4 odds to win a national championship. And that's every single year. And that's as long as she's going to be here. Because that's really disrespectful to the recruiting that this staff has done over the past 3 years. It's really disrespectful. So you're not giving the credit of recruiting. You ain't giving them credit for recruiting. And I know it's next woman up. And I know they haven't proved themselves. I know Sanaya Fagan hasn't proved herself. And I know that Bree Hall has not proved herself. I know that the Raven Johnson slander that I hear from time to time just makes my skin crawl. But I tell you this right here. I will bet money on this team to be top 4, top 3 than any other team. And that includes a UConn. Because UConn, they got those 2 players back, but they ain't healthy. They ain't proved they can stay healthy their whole doggone career. So now we're going to prove, because now they're going to be healthy in 2020, 23, and 3, 2024? Really? I got to see it to believe it. I got to see how the pieces and the egos, I got to see how the egos and the pieces gel together with LSU. It might work. It might work. We don't even talk about Kim Mulkey. Kim Mulkey got the highest paid contract in women's college basketball history. You got how these egos are going to work internally. What happens when the team faces, adversity? What happens? Iowa. We know Iowa ain't no deep team. What happens if Caitlin Clark gets a sprained ankle, stubs a toe, gets a jammed finger, has to sit out a couple of games? What happens to that team? Because the team is already built. The offense is built around Caitlin Clark. And I see the points and the assists and blah, blah, blah. It's built around Caitlin Clark. What happens if she goes out? This South Carolina team is deep. It is deep. We have a deep South Carolina team. It might be an unproven South Carolina team, but we have a deep, talented, and South Carolina team. The disrespect that I see it irritates me. It irritates me. But all I can say is the season will be starting. November the 6th will be happening soon. And games will be mattering. We will see how all this stuff plays out real soon. Real soon. This concludes another episode of Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will. I'm your boy, Captain Will. Make sure you like, make sure you share, make sure you subscribe to Gamecocks Talk with Captain Will so I continue to bring you that gospel of Gamecocks every single day. And not only that, we can talk about women's basketball every single day. You are now rocking with the best. And since you're rocking with the best, come rock with your boy, Captain Will. Let's go.